Abusia minchi onamusan ema wakwa basonko so emra media GH so. Yebesero se ena dedika wani twa channel this one. Nindi no bu kwan so yebesero aso be subscribe. Obe like no abo share ama for pense ne bi etie no. Anya bi etie ya nche ho me ekotie nsam a aba beto epono so na se yewie na se ye ho adwunche be bobode na ya kire ya adwun na be hye no so ama yese ha media GH so subscribe. For notification bell no so for more political updates. Yeah, that's it.
And we share democracy more. We have come a long way. And yesterday was one day which impressed me a lot about the democracy. It gave me confidence about the process near the confidence the President John Dramani Mahama, friend John Abebio Dramani Mahama, Nidino no John Abebio Muna Moye Abebio, yes. The second coming of John. So was Abebio. Inti bao no wachre ne Bobbio say he has had experience at the presidency before. Or no, not once, not twice. This is a third clinch, whether you like it or not. Because Osori Anapa, someday in July 2012, when he didn't know he got to work by evening time, 8 o'clock, he was being sworn in as president. During that short time, you see a caretaker in Fahon, Kakra no be winning national elections in Kasa 2012, and not Nemu. So I like to recount these things for people to know what he has gone through, the tutorship that he has gone through. Then with all the works he was doing, building hospitals, schools, giving us roads, investing in our future, giving us sinking fund, NHIS fund, GET fund, putting money behind us when it came to the oil and other things. They lied about him and got him out of power. He himself, one of his adverts, it gave him out during that time of the campaign. The one that he was driving a bus.
Yes.
That the people were getting that.
Ad.
Yes, he said that. Okay, you let them go. When their journey is bad, they will come back. So look at him and his patience. Even when he was in power.
It was in 2016.
Yeah, it was in 2016, and some of these things happened. He showed great magnanimity. That he was a bigger person. He had the temerity to carry us on. Buzia in his time said you must have the large capacity to stomach nonsense if you wanted to do politics. And I'm sure Mahama demonstrated that capacity during that time. And when he even came into opposition, the kind of things they said. Charlie, I believe some of the things they said. I'm telling you, the man has houses in Dubai. The bad things they said about, you sit somewhere, they say, Mahama, he's the cause of our problems. You find NDC people saying these things. We're in opposition. But you see, with time spoke his story for him. He was not corrupt. All the issues of corruption they put against him, he didn't leave his home at Cleft. He was always there. He stayed on. Of all the investigations they did, the people around him who they arrested to BNI, trying to make them uncomfortable and other things, they found nothing bad about him. So even in 2020, I said that we won the elections. If you look at the results where we were, at least we are at 106. We came to 137. We appreciated by 31 seats. The sitting government at the time had 169 seats. They lost 32 of their seats and came to 137. But at the presidential level, we couldn't show much, and then we gave it to them. So come 2024, the message was clear and simple. It was the first time we were putting a woman vice presidential candidate in 2020, and people thought that she was not properly marketed, and who is she, and people didn't know her. With time in 2024, people had heard her. I'm sure her acceptance speech when JM named her the second time for the 2024 elections is what cemented everybody's thinking about this perfect professor who taught me at the university. I'm so proud to have sat in her classroom. She's so intelligent that when you are sitting at the back, the naughty ones, if you don't want to listen, she has a way to get your attention. The question will come to the last person at the end to get everybody involved in the classroom. I'm sure that is what she will do as vice president. She's going to get everybody involved in Ghana, making sure, because her actions, her attitudes, and look at how she supported JM going to the elections. Very calm. Yesterday when I saw her demeanor, didn't you see the balancing act yesterday? A woman, female Chief Justice, then the president who is a male. Yes, then you see the president, the Speaker of Parliament, a man, then the Vice President also female. So yesterday it was 50-50 on the stage. That one, the affirmative action here, Juma Bro. So your boy and Sam, it should trickle down. And I'm saying that the kind of things he touched on. One thing that runs through, he had accolades all across during his speech. He came up with one word or the other. You understand? He talked about the Onyado ambulance. He introduced some chi into his vocabulary. Then he talked about
sloganeering.
Yes, sloganeering. Then the Mahama Cares program or Batampa program. Then he talked about the Inkukon Kiti. That's why I got everybody laughing. Do you know why? The food import bill of this country is so high that if everybody takes in chicken or everybody takes in chicks and rears them to about 100 or 200 of them in their households, what will mean is that we'll have meat cheap and easy on our dining table to give us the protein we need as a people. We will not go out there and go and buy the carcass, excuse me for my use of word, that we go and buy in the that is imported into the country. Now we'll have our live chickens in our homes being reared by us, being looked after by us, growing, and then we'll bring them to our table. So you talked about the agriculture policy, agriculture transformation and industrial project that he was going to bring about. Then the farm to food dining table project. I mean, when you listen to him, you see that there is hope. As a blind man who he says betu boabo and in NCB buso sana mokano. I see the friend say obetu boabo and then in NCB buso. Well, you know, his eyes are clear. His blindness was that he was in opposition for 8 years and he saw all the things you did bad against this country. And he wants to right the wrong. Into the nice muboni na muye eniso. Wa humbe bia muye kosi yeni nyina. And he has good intentions and goodwill to come and help transform this country. Into utie ne kasana. Nyome bi oka ho asem corruption. Osi supi. Se mu amu fi se mu jane no. They is asking that your assets be frozen. Freeze till the time investigations are over. That's what I'm saying, Mugabe. Oh, Ken Ankasani is a Soviet character. Ono oji musika wo botan oji musika wantua yesi ko provide this dama facility for wantua den keligaje popo ni papa oji musika $20,000 allegedly do a data bank wantua den na mutam Ghana economy de share ni nsa so onhwe so as a senior jamwa penny na wo akoyi na mpese bonso wo apumu a no aba no aba chichi bonso no wona ni se hweso maye bob ko and they see here no. Exactly, that's what happened. We gave our fish to the cat, Ken, and now we are looking for pepper soup. There's no meat in there. There's no fish in the pepper soup. He has run away. Johnny, me see if he comes to this country, come and look for me. Yeah, I went to the same secondary school. Immediately you declared him wanted. Immediately you declared him wanted. These lawyers and people thinking around him had to run fast to beat the law. If he says he's a fugitive, for him it will soil his name. So what has he got to do? He has to give you something to confirm that he's really sick and definitely you're going to come back, so that you also withdraw what you have said about it. And that's exactly his trick worked again. He will trick them and he will come. It will lead to the sacking of the OSP. I'm telling you, can never mind happen. Or the moment said December 5th, yeah, Mark Mugabe, who they Mark Baby and Sionka. Or the moment called December. So the muko me obesa travel 6-7 months account no the mark December no so or underground. He is enjoying life in Windhoek, Namibia. He has disguised himself and blowing your money there every evening. Be on Nam nightclub. But I would say, you know the person you are dealing with. He had a plan coming to Ghana's economy. Mugabe, maybe yes, you come again. He had a plan. Young Fizzy, young ice block Dada Nibi, ice block Dada na. It take you better 30 years and sana nanino. You have been freezing the state assets. Mitrao unkatitino. Omo aye bo mudi. Anana don't call for to say Joseph Forata Ken Papamo. They drank wine when they heard that Achampon and Co had come to Accra to come and face the accusers. They knew they were going to die, and when they were shot, they celebrated. They knew they had come to serve the country. They were soldiers. They were not afraid of their actions. So when they were called to Accra by junior officers, they came to respond to their call. Omo nya lawyers Achampo the TV so question say bisa no no so he should have given correct answers. He should have been a little calmer. He should have answered the people, but he didn't. No, oh Nyankopo, I wish I were there. I was grown to tell this man to say something. He wouldn't have been dead by now. He died. He was killed at the time he was killed. He was barely 49 years. Yes, he was born 23rd September 1931 and shot on 16th June 1979. I always try to recount this history so that we will learn a lesson. Look, John Mahama didn't talk about that two-thirds majority in parliament and what you'll be using it to do. Most of the criminal things that goes on, we must use a two-thirds majority to block it. What is it? Look at our minerals and our minerals resources. Do we get advantage for it? We are only getting 3 to 6% for our gold. We should go to parliament with the 2/3 and block that thing. Henceforth, any gold, we have to.
That is being done.
It has to be done. Not even, I am even asking because I champion that you people short. He nationalized our mines to 55% of our shares in Ashanti gold fields, in all our mining companies. That is how later on, years on, people were talking about AGC shares. Aküffo Addø, sorry, I know I could pass Act 703. Mnaboni say now they are 2 years statute. Yes, it was a bad act. They took bribe.
In 2006.
They took bribe. PC appeal for 20,000. You'll be able to bribe. And some will pass it on. PC appeal for YZP. Yes, allegedly on the parliament. Say parliamentarians in Yaji. I'm saying that Mugabe Act 703 no na mining law no. Ama galamsey na tiake say. So if JM is to stop the galamsey, he must make sure we use the 2/3 to stop Act 703. Let's go and reform that law. Say many okoko or masasisu. Not go the PM in commercial quantities. I'll have to lose my right of the land to the state. In so doing, they pay compensation depending on the age of my cocoa trees. If my trees are old, I get less compensation. Then my houses, they value it and then they pay me and then they send me off. They bring machines, come and mine the gold in my land. I'm not part of the company. I don't have skills to work and also earn some of the golden money. And then people come and take the money and take it away and only leave 3 to 6%. Even the community in which I live, some of the money is not left there. Not even a percentage of it. They take all to Accra. So you think that now that they have brought the geodetic maps into the rural areas and they are pointing directly to where the gold is, they will come and tell you that they have gold in their land. I'm asking you. They'll mine it themselves. They'll go local and mine it themselves. You have to change Act 703 in order to involve the communities and local people to also be direct beneficiaries.
But can you be president?
Yes, we have to do it. So the 2/3 majority, look at the lithium. Don't give it away at only 20%. 75 or no, kita ni machine wa betu. Yetianika oko. The lithium ni baye na mfano ho. We go to another market, go and look for anybody who is prepared to buy lithium at international prices where we fix it. Look at our cocoa. We cannot. Every year we have to go and take loan. Loan is syndicated. So this year we have to struggle to buy our cocoa. So he spoke extensively about cocoa. What has gone into the destruction of our cocoa, galamsey activities, climate change, many old people who are also into cocoa and the aged population and other things. So he spoke at length, and he particularly, like I said, he's going to do well because odenehotv paso. Nti yenyira beta na chini afa ne na ba ko no so asa aka ho na afide yodium koniboko yodium mi odinetini adwumpa ni akomapa because it is on the right path by yesterday's statement that he has set this nation on, and collectively we all must support him to succeed as a president who has come back for the second time. As for John Abebio drama